Angels say Amen to everything that people say at the time of funeral. So be careful not to mourn and just pray for his forgiveness as he really needs your prayers. Every soul will taste death, then to us will you be returned. Verily, when the believing slave is about to depart this world and enter the hereafter, there come down to him angels from heaven with white faces. The faces of these angels will be emblazoned by a fabulous glow and a sun-like shine. They bring with him one of the shrouds of paradise and some of the perfume of paradise. Then the angel of death comes to him and sits by his head and says, O pure soul, come out to the forgiveness and pleasure of Allah. Then his soul comes flowing out like a drop of water flowing from a cup. Then he takes the soul, and no sooner does he seize it, but they take it and place it in that shroud and perfume. Then out of it comes the most excellent fragrance of musk to be found on the face of the earth. Then they ascend with it, and they do not pass by any group of angels, but the angels ask, Who is this pure soul? And they reply, It is so and so, the son of so and so, using the best names by which he was known on earth. Then they bring it to the lowest heaven and ask for it to be opened, and it is opened for him. Those who are of high rank in each heaven accompany it until they approach the next heaven, and so it goes until it reaches the seventh heaven. Then Allah, may He be glorified and exalted, says, Record the book of my slave in Ilion, the highest heaven, and take him back to the earth, for I created them from it, and I shall return them to it. Then I shall take them out from it again. Then his soul is returned to his body, and two angels come and make him sit up. Nothing can match the grand welcome and special treatment that the pious, righteous, and pure soul will receive at the time of death. Bring to mind all the times you were gifted with clothes that you really liked and appreciated. Then think about these special guests that will bring a cloth unlike any cloth gifted to you in this world, unlike any gift given to you by your close and loved ones, a cloth from paradise. But what happens with a disbeliever? And if you could but see, when the angels take the souls of those who disbelieve, they are striking their faces and their backs and saying, Taste the punishment of the burning fire. His soul is smelly, then they take his soul up, cursed, humiliated, and afraid. Then they ascend with it, and they do not pass by any group of angels, but the angels ask, Who is this evil soul? And they reply, It is so and so, the son of so and so, using the worst names by which he was known on earth. Then they bring it to the lowest heaven and ask for it to be opened, and it is not opened for him. Then Allah, may He be glorified and exalted, says, Record the book of my slave in Sijin, the lowest hell, in the lowest earth, then his soul is cast down. Then his soul is returned to his body, and two angels come and make him sit up. Then it mentions the questioning in the grave. For pious soul, Allah makes him steadfast at the time of questioning, and makes his grave spacious for him as far as his eyes can see. This believer is tormented in his grave, and it is compressed on him, and there comes to him the heat and smoke of hell. With regard to the period between the departure of the soul and burial and questioning in the grave, for the believer it is the first stage of eternal happiness, and he is given the glad tidings of paradise and eternal bliss, and his book is recorded in Ilion, the highest heaven. Then his soul will rejoice and be happy, and will never feel misery again. Always pray that Allah gives us faithful and blissful death.